Please welcome to the stage Brett Hiker, everybody.
I still have a day job, and I never tell anyone at work that I'm a comic, because they're always like, oh yeah, say something funny, or do one of your jokes. The other day, some guy found out I was a comic, and he walks up to me and he goes, yeah, what brand of humor do you do? And I responded by saying, what? He's like, no, like, what brand of humor do you do? And I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, they just kept saying, like with stressing a different word, like, no, what brand of humor do you do? And after like the fifth time, I was like, oh, okay, pirate humor. He's kind of a dick, so he's like, oh, what, just jokes about pirates? He's like, no, jokes for pirates. They like a lot of alt stuff. Here's a weird question. Would you guys rather be shot or stabbed? Stabbed? Shot. See, okay. Me and my buddy were having this argument the other day, and I said stabbed because you have a better chance of surviving a stab wound. And I told him that, right? Yeah. And as soon as I told him that, he's like, no. This is to death. And I was like, well, then of course I'll take shot. I mean, like, the reason guns were invented because they're better at killing people than knives are. It's like asking someone, hey, would you rather have your leg amputated by this doctor or this badger? But it's really the twist that he throws in the end that really throws me for a loop, too. Like, it's on a par with asking your friend, like, hey, would you rather be shot? Would you rather be shot or have a handful of corn nuts shoved up your ass? And you're like, what? Well, I mean, like, neither. But if I had to choose, I mean, the corn nuts, clearly. And he's like, no. This is to death. Because that changes everything, right? I mean, like, what flavor corn nuts? If it's not ranch, I'm taking shot. I'm from Colorado. I'm like Eagle, Colorado, like Deep Mountain, Colorado. But I'm dating this vegetarian, or I was dating this vegetarian in New York. And she's kind of like a pseudo-vegetarian, so I invited her over and I made her dinner. And I made her like Indian food with scallops in it. And when we get halfway through eating, all of a sudden she just stops and drops her fork and goes, wait a minute, do I eat scallops? And I was just like, I don't know. I mean, you eat some fish, and maybe. And she's like, what are scallops? And I was like, I don't know. And she says, they're not cute, are they? Like, that's her standard whether shit's edible or not. Like, she could be on a hike and be like, oh, look, a cute little squirrel. Wait, it's got one eye. And so she demands to know, she's like, we gotta find out what a scallop is. And I was like, okay. And so I got on Google Images and I looked it up, and you guys know what it is, right? It's a clam, it's a mussel. It's like nothing exciting whatsoever. And she's like, well, let me see the picture, because I'm sitting across the table from her, she can't see the laptop. And I was like, hold on a second. Then I delete what I just Googled. I'm like, what's the cutest animal I can possibly think of? And I thought of the cutest animal of all times, which is a sugar glider. For those that don't know what a sugar glider is, it's this weird exotic pet. Looks like a cross between a raccoon and a mouse, and it can fly. And I found a picture of one. It's just really cute. Found a picture of a guy holding 5 baby ones. And each one is hugging a different finger and peeking out around it. And I flip it around and I go, these are scallops. And she handles it like the head of the PTA who just accidentally smoked crack. She's like, no, I did not eat those. No, scallops live in the ocean. And I look at the picture again, I was like, yeah, this guy better get his hand back in the water. No, well, we ate nothing like this. And I was like, well, they were clearly sliced. And she's like, no, and she takes a good look at it. She's, no, those are little raccoon mouse things that can fly that you can get as pets. And I was like, yeah, they're called scallops. All right, thanks, guys. I'm Brett Hiker.